from Jesus.
Today's word is reciprocity. Reciprocity. Don't ask me to do a damn thing that you wouldn't do for me.
Well, hello everyone, my people. I hope everything is going well. Now, before I get into today's content and, for us to have this much needed conversation, I must do the necessary YouTube gathering of the troops and troopers. You know how it goes. So, just to ensure that no one falls off the consistency path, please go like, share, and subscribe to my channel, okay? Now, I like to put things in context, so let's have this conversation. First of all, I love definitions. Biracial, of a person having parents or ancestors from different racial or ethnic backgrounds. Now, mulatto, we'll say lotto after this full definition, just for YouTube. YouTube is ultra sensitive with the political correctness. Okay, mulatto. It says, but it was updated. Offensive. A person of mixed white and black ancestry, especially a person with one white and one black parent. Okay, now it's all about the genesis. So stay in lockstep with me because I'm going somewhere of great importance with this. Now, what is race according to the ideas of social construction? That's why we say race is a social construct. It's a human-invented classification system. It was invented as a way to define physical differences between people, but has more often been used as a tool for oppression and violence. Now on to this part. Most historians, anthropologists, and sociologists describe human races as a social construct, preferring instead the term population or ancestry, which can be given a clear operational definition. Even those who reject the formal concept of race, however, still use the word race in day-to-day speech. Because race is what it is, and no amount of semantics or revising history or shifting things around will change what is. And what is that race is biological and not a freaking social construct. Now, just to give a brief backstory, if you're not aware, there was a physical altercation between Joseline Hernandez and Amber Rose on the College Hill reality show, and Joseline Hernandez was accusing Amber Rose of not wanting to identify as black when she is black. All right? Now, I do believe, this is a response from Amber Rose since that altercation and since everything went down. Now, this is Amber Rose responding to her critics. Now, in all fairness to Joseline, I believe she's just repeating things she would have heard and things that are now ingrained in our minds, void of information that is based in evidence. Because you have to know where you came from in order to know who you are. So the narrative that is being put out there is very calculating, and there's a clear political agenda to this. Now, as a group of people who are descendants of a subjugated past, if you were to buy into this rhetoric, it would do you a grave disservice. Now, biology has nothing to do with people's desires. Further to say, when speaking of humans, biology is solely based on genetics. That entities with the most glaring ill-intentioned motives are trying to deconstruct. Now, I've said all of that to say, without fear of contradiction, that Dojacat and Amber Rose are neither biracial nor black. They are lottos. And listen, by now these people have been so displaced, and which has made them, confused, that some of them are just tired and have just settled into being the being black argument and trying to manipulate what preceded us 450 years ago will not and does not change the course of history. What it does is confuse the people who feel like they don't fit in when we have these very sensitive but necessary conversations. So, if Doja Cat wants to date a white man, why is that an issue? And sometimes, honestly, I am so disappointed by black women because you get into these who is black and who's not black conversations, and it is usually in a disparaging way to make the other person feel badly. And I don't see why that is necessary. Why is this even a conversation for you to be a part of? You're black, right? We're black. You are aware of your heritage, correct? And we present the phenotype of black people. So, why are you involved in these conversations? I mean, could you tell me how Amber Rose's supposed lack of racial accountability affects your lives, black women? How does it? Anyway, let's speak about Joseline Hernandez. Yes, Miss Joseline Hernandez's arrest information states that she's white. No, it's the hypocrisy for Joseline kept insisting that Amber Rose was black, which led to a physical altercation. And I think that Amber Rose should have exercised more self-control. But anyway, let's talk about Doja Cat. Now, like I've said before, Doja Cat can choose to date whom she want to date. I'm just done with Joseline because I think she does these things without thinking. And I do believe that Joseline presents as an Afro-Latina. But if she says she's white, that's fine. So why can't Amber Rose, who clearly has an overwhelming phenotype of a white woman, cannot present as white? It's the cognitive dissonance for me. And listen, Doja Cat has a dusty for a father because I don't think he's yet to connect with his daughter. Listen, Whoopi Goldberg met Doja Cat's dad before Doja Cat met her own father. This man is a black man, he's an African. So, I mean, if anyone is wondering why she has this aversion to black men, it is because it started with an uncaring father, which then may have translated into her having not too good experiences with black men. You know, black women, you stay stuck in this revolving door of pick-me-ism. You're going to get conscious enough to understand that you are in control of your destiny. Explore your options. And me saying this further exposes the race being a social construct as a fallacy. And why this is very important as well is because this directly contradicts our argument of race being the basis of discrimination. Because if the agenda is to push race as a social construct, now listen, you then will not be able to use this argument as the basis of discrimination. So you see how that will work completely against you? Because they will then have the prerogative to deconstruct your argument to fit a particular scenario, which makes it imperative to understand that, or to recognize the deliberate push at racial disenfranchisement. So black people, we have enough on our plates. Just mind your business and let those people deal with their situations over there. And stop inserting yourselves in conversations that do not directly affect you. And one thing before I close off this commentary. My people, not because someone presents black or appears to be black, that means that they're black, which actually makes that one-drop rule faulty in theory, and it should be rejected. So Amber Rose and Doja Cat are neither biracial nor black, and that is okay. What I want black people to remember is that race is not a social construct. Race is based on biology. Race is biological. And as black people, we have the right to exist as a separate race, which you should without fear of extinction.
I said what I said.
As per usual, let's continue this conversation down in the comment section. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And as always, stay safe and be self-aware and subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk.